Let's start. In this game, Paweł took white and Warren took black. Joseki, yeah. Then exchange once, and then before we continue, we play from the other side. Then continue. Yeah, it's all very well played. And then, where should white play? Difficult question, but it seems that we need to help this group a bit. And then I think that this might be a good move, and it was really played in the game. It is very active. We could also play like this, but it's not active. But of course, always when we play a shoulder hit, we need to beware of a push and cut. So we need to calculate a bit of variations, read a bit. And then only if we don't collapse, then we can play such moves. In this situation, it's a bit unclear to me who collapses. So, yeah, interesting. If white is forced to play like this, then black is already happy. On the other hand, white doesn't have to connect. Maybe now white plays here, but black already gained the possibility of cutting white. So it all looks very risky for white. But this move is not center because there is no ladder. So white is lucky. Then black doesn't really have a way to capture white. Yeah. So it seems it's good for white. And after the cut, well, maybe black has something, but it's not so obvious as we might have hoped. Yeah, maybe black can manage. So probably black should push and cut. Yeah, interesting, interesting. What is the safe way? Well, I think this one, but it's also a painful way. And I think that also this move is possible. Later, maybe play from the other side. Black just played here. White can continue, or also white can leave it. Yeah, I think it's good for white. Yeah, but if white continues, maybe white can try to annoy the opponent. In fact, if this is bad for black, then black might be in trouble. But it's very complicated, so maybe it's not bad for black. Then black played these moves, and these are very beautiful, even though it's an empty triangle. It's obviously the correct way of playing, because if we don't do it, then white just gets a much better shape. And these are center exchanges. Yes, very well played by black here. Then these exchanges, yeah, white added a move. It's not obligatory. It's possible to maybe play on the outside, maybe on the outside. Yeah, I think it's also fine. But this move is very active and black is still not safe. So black needs to go out. Yeah. All right. I saw that AI suggested a very beautiful move here, this one. It's a bit common way of playing. When we can play Hane and double Hane, then it's good to consider to play the double Hane immediately. And later, after such a move of white, we can just block. After such a move, we can play from the outside and we can get a quite good shape this way. And it is often better than Hane and double Hane. It's more flexible than Hane and double Hane. We are more on the outside. We cannot be really wrapped from above. Then white just secured the shape this way. It's fine. It's fine, but I would try to be more active, even if it's a bit risky. Too risky. Maybe, where to play? Here? Here? All right, difficult to find a good shape. Yeah, so in the end, also this call move of white might be good because then without these exchanges, we still save a possibility of playing at D ourselves later in the game. Now, I think it's very big for black to play here, on the other hand, because it's a lot of points and also we decrease that risk, or like we eliminate that risk that white attacks us. But yeah, neither of the plays played there. So maybe white shouldn't even play here, but just immediately press black down, being happy that it's possible to do it with a jump, not with a push. Jump at 1, not a push. Yeah, because probably we will not get the chance to invade ever, because black will play here. This is what happened in the game. Double Hanem, well, it's not particularly good because yeah, black can just cut and we have a bad shape and problem on the outside, so probably it's most often better to extend. Yeah, black's group on the bottom, on the top right is still not completely safe, so we can play like this. And here, yeah, here we faced a very painful choice. So maybe it's better to play like this, but then black also gets a stone from the other side. And like this, our shape is so over concentrated. How many? 3 empty triangles. Yeah, 1 not empty, but 3 empty. So I thought that right now the game is good for black, and I expected this move just because we have such a nice formation, such an umbrella, and we can just get really a lot of points. This move is very big. This move was played, but this leaves an obvious hole here. And also we need to not forget that there is always a hole in the corner. So we better play here, leave this one hole, but if white goes in, then the corner gets solid. White still goes in here. This move of black was a mistake. It's better to play here, or maybe from the other side, or maybe from the top, or maybe from here. But no, maybe this one is already not very good. But most probably from the side, from one side or from the other. And I would, I don't know if I would choose the corner. Maybe in fact we can just kill white in the corner, even if white goes in. So yeah, so maybe it's good to play from this side, as this side is thinner, and then attack white. This would look very nice for black. But like this, it's very easy for white to create a shape. Create a base. Yeah, white did it very correctly. Yeah. I would probably insert such an exchange. Maybe even another exchange, and only then go back to live. White lived immediately, then black has this in absolute center, and later black can play this one. And also maybe later if we play this move, then black might not answer. Because now it won't be an absolute center. And it was absolute center as long as we were not completely alive on the side. So that's why it was important to exchange it before. Maybe Pavel didn't do it because he thought that maybe in the future he might use such moves. But I would still do it. I would be a bit afraid that black adds one move and solves all the problems by it. Yeah, for now, black went into the corner and white just gave it. Maybe better for white to play like this, even though it looks a bit risky. But if here we can count on some weakness in black's shape, then we can play like this. And if we play this one, then, well, these cuts at A and B become very relevant for the game. So this was a bit too simple by white, but already white gained this very big life on the side, so white might be still relatively satisfied with the game. Then this is a natural move. Where should be the next move? This is an interesting question. I think that this is the most important because it is next to white's big framework and also creates a little box out of black stones. It has a weak point, this shape, unfortunately. But well, we will be forced to fight somehow, but we will fight, yeah. Black went into the corner, but it's a bit easy for white to just create a big framework on the top side. And now what will black do? Will black reduce? Black plays from this side. But then white made this exchange to have a continuation with C, D, E, or maybe F instead of E. And black added a move to the shape. But this is too good for white. So probably black should now, maybe better to even play here. It's more annoying because we can reduce really by a lot, and if white plays here, then it's such a good exchange. We can continue like this, but maybe no, because we might be scared about our group on the top right, so maybe better play like this. This push only helps white to make territory, and it doesn't have much value by itself because white's group is strong on the other side. So white is now making that big territory, yeah, and then jumps, which is a very, 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 very big move. Black answered because the group was a bit thin. Here, nice combination, but center for black, yeah. Now black attacks. It looks like the last chance attack because white was doing very well up to now. Not all the game, but in the last moments very well. White has 22, 25, 30, black 31, 35 plus, 42, 45, a bit less than 50. Black has a bit less than 50. And white has 35 minus, maybe minus 4, because these are black's privileges. So 35, 40, 5, 45, 50, 3, plus points here, 60, plus call me. Yeah, white has more, because black had 50. So black found this nice combination. Yeah, this was very powerful by black. What could white do? How to avoid this sad fate? Is it better to play like this? Probably not, because we lose really a lot. Maybe just go down. Maybe doesn't work. So then let's play from above. Let's play like this. Then yeah, black can save the stones, but we can rub black, and this is quite comfortable for white. I would be happy as white, and if black plays here, white can just take the stones. Black has this move, but probably then white can run. So yeah, probably better to play from the top than from the bottom, because then black gets the moves on the outside and still cuts white. White nevertheless continued the fight, but it's quite risky. Yeah, all right. White added the move and now claims that the group is already alive. Yeah, so if it is true, then white is good, but it was all a bit risky. But in fact, yeah, maybe white just calculated everything. Now white needed to add a move, and black got something on the outside, but overall, I believe white is quite happy with the result. Black tries another combination. But white is locally alive because here is one eye and here is certainly second eye or the connection. So yeah, so I think white is very good. Yeah, here white is alive, but it was still big what black played, but before white gained here. So I think that the game is just good for white and nothing will happen. What happened afterwards? I think it was just endgame, wasn't it? Yeah, so I think that white has quite a big advantage. Let's count points. 9, 19, 25, 47, 55, 56, 65, 67, 73, 80. Black has 80 points. Very easy to remember. White has more captured stones. White has 3 captured stones and Komi, so white has additional almost 10 points. Black has 80, white has 7, 10, 15, 25, 30, 40, 50, 5, 62, 72. Does black have more? Wow, that's quite impressive. How come? How did it happen? What did I not count? I was quite convinced that at this point, white is good in the game. Maybe I calculated a bit too little for black here. Black also gained here. So in fact, well, black gained quite much on this attack because white was left with only 3 points. I counted certainly more for white before. And black also gained 3 points, even more. So locally, black has more than white. And black did all of this in center. Yeah, so how is the game right now? 10, 11, 14, 15, 23. Yeah, here also black somehow managed to get much more than black deserved. How did it happen? Black just managed to play at Q1 because white didn't have time to play there, apparently. Yeah, all what black played before was center, center, center. That was quite big. Quite a big move. Maybe we could even play it now. So maybe this combination wasn't also not the best for white. White won by 1.5. Ah, then I miscalculated. Wow. All right, but still, the game became much closer than I thought it was. Wait, why not here? This just captures, so white missed this great opportunity to capture black's 4 stones. Yeah, so this was a very big mistake. And then, yeah, then white got something, but black cut white in center, which means that black also got that one in center. And also black gained a few points. And black didn't give away the center up to the moment when he played Q1, which is huge because it is 5 points in reverse center. So still white won, apparently. I miscalculated afterwards the score. But yeah, but very interesting the game became so close. All right, I think this is it about this game. And also, I would call it a day. I will record more reviews later. In the upcoming week, of course, because in a week we will see each other, I hope with as many players as possible on the Polish Summer Go Camp. So up to then we need to close this Iglo season, yeah. All right. Thank you all for coming and see you next time, or maybe see you on the Polish Summer Go Camp. Bye bye.